Hello there, Mad Mike here, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to go over some news regarding the Halo Showtime series that will be premiering, I believe, later this year or early next year. I will be doing a Journey to Endgame video, I believe, later tonight, or either that or I will do it tomorrow. But I just wanted to get this out there because this is fairly big news for anybody who is a Halo fan. And the news is that they have cast two people in the show. The big one is uh, the Master Chief, who has been cast. It is an actor named Pablo Schreiber, and I've done a little bit of research on him this afternoon and a little bit yesterday. Um, as far as a physical aspect, he actually is probably going to be pretty close to what Master Chief would somewhat look like. He stands at about 6'5", which is pretty decently tall, and I'm sure they'll make him even bigger when they put the armor on him to turn him into a Spartan. And on top of that, he's also fairly well built. He got in really, really good shape to be in the movie Den of Thieves with Gerard Butler. So he is built, and he's fairly tall, which the Master Chief is supposed to be a kind of a towering figure. And I think they did a good job in that when they did Halo Forward Unto Dawn, which was the miniseries where he shows up at the end of it. I believe the actor they had playing him was actually the same actor who played Colossus in the X-Men films, or at least physically. Now, whether or not Schreiber can pull off the Steve Downes voice is an entirely different scenario. So, I think that he's going to have to kind of lower his voice a little bit. He's going to have to kind of play into the character, but it'll be interesting to see. And again, uh, physically he fits the bill from an acting standpoint. He has a lot of television credits to his name for the most part. Some movie stuff, especially recently. Like I said, he was in Den of Thieves with Gerard Butler. Um, he was also in 13 Hours. And also Skyscraper with Dwayne Johnson, which came out, I believe, last year. But before the Halo series, he's been a regular on American Gods for the last 2 years. He was a regular on Orange is the New Black. He was also a regular on the Brink TV series, which I believe was HBO, and Law and Order Special Victims Unit, where he was on there for about 9 episodes. So he has a pretty good record when it comes to uh, television and a little bit when it comes to films. Like I said, he's been in a good amount of things. He has 64 credits to his name, but for the most part, recently he's been dipping more and more into the action-oriented stuff. Again, you see 13 Hours, you see stuff like Den of Thieves and Skyscraper. So it's a it's been a transition for him, but I think this will be his first really what I would consider to be an action heavy role, and it's going to be for a 10 episode series. Now, for those people that haven't been following this, Showtime has greenlit a Halo television series that is going to center around the Master Chief, and it is going to center around the stories from around the time of the games. Now, I don't know if they're going to start. We don't know necessarily right now if this is going to be pre-Fall of Reach, if this is going to be post-Fall of Reach, if we're going to follow the first game, if we're going to follow stuff before that. That's really going to kind of shape everything, because I mean the Fall of Reach novel puts a lot into perspective for the story of the Master Chief, and it gives a lot of background. But it seems like they're starting off with him as an adult already, and as a Spartan already. So we've already gone through the first interaction with the Covenant and all that. So that's all going to be in full swing by the time this shows up. Now, the second actress or the second actor who has been signed to this has been she is basically an unknown. I guess she according to the article that I read, she is the product of a worldwide talent search, and her name is Yirin Ha, but she is from Australia. And really, she has not been in really anything. She has a credit for a music video, and that was about it. And now she's going to be in this show. Now, as for her character, she is described as essentially almost like a no nonsense or like a spunky, shrewd 16-year-old girl who apparently comes into contact with Master Chief during a trying time for both of them, and nothing else is really given beyond that. And she is also apparently a character that has been created specifically for the show. She is not from the games or any of the other surrounding lore. So that kind of makes me a little curious, because when they start making characters for the show in the first season, and they have so much to draw from already, it kind of makes me a bit concerned about it. But I haven't seen anything on this yet aside from these two castings, and aside from the basic plots and the basic, plot stuff that has been put out already. So there's not really too much to go on, but it is interesting to see them casting these characters, and to have them cast a Master Chief who is going to be in this for all 10 of the episodes. This is going to be something where they push him to the side like Forward Unto Dawn. He is going to be a main character. So I'd be interested to see where this goes. I'd like to see some footage. Hopefully, I don't know when they're supposed to begin principal filming. I would assume over the summer, but I'd like to see some stuff about this when it starts coming together. Set shots and stuff like that. I'd love to see if they go with the classic interpretation of the Spartan armor, or if they update it a little bit or change it a little bit for the show. I'd be more than interested to see the aesthetic stuff. But this is a big step forward, and I hope that Pablo Schreiber, I hope that he does a good job in that role. And like I said, he has a lot of acting credits behind him. And also, I forgot to mention, he's 40 years old, so he's not necessarily young, but at the most of the time that we see the Master Chief, he is not a young man. He is in his late 30s into his early 40s, I believe, during the first Halo game. So he again, he fits the bill in a lot of different ways. So I'd be more than curious to see how this turns out. For anybody out there that's a Halo fan, it's something that you might want to get excited about. Uh, you know, Again, I'm cautiously optimistic on this, because just we're in the very, very early stages. But whatever you think about this, put it in the comments. Do you like the choice? Do you not like the choice? Um, Leave a like on the video, hit the bell for notifications, subscribe, and remember, I live my life free of compromise. Do you?